That was quick, quick, quick. Let's see here. Hey guys, it is Ryan Feathers. Oh, Monday night. What night are we on? We're on the Monday Night Family Show. He is with us. Let's make sure that we are on Facebook and YouTube and Facebook. I'm not used to that long. I haven't heard that one in about a week, but let's see if we are on here. It says that we are on, but we will wait and see for the comments. Reminder, as I always say, these shows work best when you guys all participate. Happy Monday.
Hey, I hear you clearly. Good.
Yeah, it's
It's
working
on.
good. It's working good. We got Michael Peebler and Michael Green that came on. They've said hello, so that's good. We know it's all working. Um, again, guys, as I say, this show works best when you guys participate. We're going to have just an easy evening. Ricky picked a couple birds out that he liked in this week's auctions here with Zolt Pinter and Stefan Steenberg, and amazing. One of the better lofts or the best loft in Hungary. I'm looking here and some birds with no bids. We got pretty good competition there in Hungary. This guy's a one hell of a good flyer. Guys, take a look, and these are where you find those little gems. But hey, that's for you guys to look. You guys do your homework and you tell me if the quality's there. That's up to you guys. We always say we have to let the pigeons speak for themselves. Ricky, what a nice day in Canada it
Yeah.
was today, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Very nice day. The winds were out of the northwest at about 13 kilometers. So what's that? Probably 8 mile an hour. Pretty very cool. This morning here where I am was -3. The garden hose froze up. The bird bath froze up. Very, very cool. Nice clear sky, white puffy clouds. But if you're flying birds this morning, I believe you should have, especially if you're in the north. North, I'm talking probably north of about 120 kilometers, 100 miles north, any far northern than that, you'd have to wait till about 10, 11 o'clock to get the proper temperature to race in. If your temperature is not 10 degrees Celsius, don't liberate.
Yeah, that's true. It's not good when it's too cool, that's for sure. I'm still looking here. We are on.
No, because
Yeah.
right.
No, I'm just looking to see here. If we are on YouTube, if somebody could comment on YouTube, I don't know if the comments are going to come in or not. Seems like there's only 2 comments. Maybe it's not hooked up, or maybe nobody can hear us. But I just want to make sure that is before I continue on, because there's no sense in going down this road. Yeah, so I'm just sort of waiting to see here if we're on YouTube. And I see we're on Facebook, but I'm not sure if the comments are coming in. If someone could post in a couple
Okay.
comments just so I know where we're at. But anyways, yeah, we'll have to wait for that one. It's going to be one of those Monday nights, Ricky. I can tell. It's like I don't know if we're supposed to be here, you know?
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. So I don't know enough about it. So that YouTube is what the connection, the signal, or
Oh,
how does that work?
yeah,
Signal,
yeah.
right?
It's a signal. I'm pretty sure it says that we're on, but normally we have comments by now, but it's only 2 comments, and I don't know. But anyways, let's get. I guess let's get down to business for this evening. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've met quite a few interesting people here, and it's going good, going going real good. You always learn. Fine man, you can learn. You really learn a lot from. You know what? You learn the real pigeon flying here. It's a completely different. It's a different thought process on everything. It's like it's like I guess it's the difference between playing checkers and chess. You know, you can't say to somebody who's a checker player they're a chess player. You know what I mean? They can't be held on the same level at all. You can really see it, and the more you look into it, the more actually I find the more when you come back to North America, right? It's the
Yeah.
pigeon. I hate to say it, but the pigeon men you speak to, you I find you almost can't have a certain type of a conversation. You can't have a real in-depth pigeon conversation. If that makes any sense.
I, I, I believe in what you say. Um, yeah, I've noticed that as well. It's like you talk to somebody here, you might as well be talking. You're talking pigeons, but he's talking like ducks in the pond.
Yeah, it seems to be, you know, and
You
this
know,
isn't this isn't a knocking. This isn't a knocking of any type because it's just at another level. But I find it's like they don't. They give zero skills to one loft racing. It's almost a skillless sport. It's all you can almost feel that there's nothing really to be over proud of on that. And that's not knocking North America, but that's just something they look at. But it's funny how they like I've been at different people's houses talking pigeons and we're talking about real pigeon stuff like motivate how to motivate cocks to young cocks to hens and how to get the a young cock. And I said, boy, I can't figure out how to get young cocks to really fly where the shit. And then the guy breaks it down, but you can discuss it back and forth, and then they discuss it with you, and then it's a real discussion. And I'm just using that as an example, you know.
now, can you give us an example on how this gentleman is trying to get his young cocks to fly as well as a young hen?
People are saying this is freezing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move from where we are
Yeah,
because I'm
you're actually freezing right now.
all right. So let's move from this. They put me in the lower part. Let's move up.
Okay, you got to give me 1 second here. I got to go out and shut the lights off for the chickens.
Okay. Here we go, guys. We're going to do this. It's just in the hotel I'm in. For live streaming, it's not the easiest. We're going to try and fix it up. Let's see if this works. This is why we do live shows, because it's constantly the most fun. So you tell me if this fixes up the feed, guys. We're on the ground floor here in the Vandervalk. I don't want to get into a noise problem. Let's see if Facebook sucks. I think it's just the hotel, the floor I was on. So we're going to see here. Give me a second. We'll go from there. I will see if this works. Hey, how's it going? Uh, I got better feed in here for Facebook. Blah, 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 blah. Can I just sit here? Is this an okay spot?
You got it working?
Ah, I can sit here. Yeah, I can sit here. I'm gonna sit here. You guys tell me if that's better. Ah, all right. So what were we talking about? We were talking about um, I'm just talking about
We're just talking about you're excuse me, but you're with professional pigeon flyers, and how much you realize how professional they are, and we're trying to learn from that.
yeah, yeah. That's what she comes down to, and from many things like tips
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that little tip there, you're talking about a fellow that was trying to get young cocks motivated to fly. And you were telling me today it was incredible about putting him back to his mother in the box, through the mother in the box. He all of a sudden turned on, just like turns on.
Yeah, the way Chris
Like tips like that, you never, ever, ever think of here.
yeah, he was telling me with his young cocks, Chris DeBaker, he was telling me he flies like 40 young cocks, but he has all the young cocks, young birds. He first will teach them from the beginning to play fight in the boxes, and they have to play fight with him every night. But they have to play fight with him every night. You know, that's one of his training methods, and they have to show aggression right from the words go. And then what he does is what I find is incredible is he changes the motivation through the season, but he get those cocks paired up to old hens, hens that are 3 or 4 years old, and then he says he notices a young cock won't pair up to a hen. He says he pairs them up to the mothers. As soon as he puts them with the mothers, they instantly pair up. He says it's mind-boggling, and he says the results when they're paired to the mothers are extraordinary. He says it's really quite something to see.
Yeah. Now,
But I mean,
that's what you're telling me. That's like a science.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, I haven't, I can't find that in-depth, real conversationing. I don't find that in the North American language of pigeons. These
No.
guys are out here to study a system to win, opening and unturning different turns, and uh, I think what made me so fascinated was uh, maybe I say, oh, young cocks are no good. Young cocks are no good. I've said it 100,000 times. It's not that young cocks are no good. It's that I didn't take the time to break down the system on how to do it. But this guy, he had the system. He says, hey, my hens still sometimes beat my cocks, or my cocks will beat my hens. But he said, in all honesty, they're equally as good, but you have to learn how to play them.
Yeah. And I mean, how much time does this fella spend on doing this? Like, he's got a full-time job, probably, right?
Yeah, he's a principal at a school for, he works. He
Right.
goes to work 5 days a
So
week.
he finishes work at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and he plays
How
with the
much
pitch.
time does the basketball player bounce that ball after all day long? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, they put work into it. I mean, that's 150%. This isn't watching TV.
Takes a lot of
This
time.
isn't this isn't watching TV. This
No,
isn't.
what I mean, could you not give us, some time that what he spends on doing this?
He'd get up at 5:30 in the morning, let his birds out, do some of his morning chores. Come in, have a shower, go to work for 8 o'clock, come home at 5 o'clock or 4:30, play with the birds till probably 7 or 8, go in, have dinner, and then he's done. Right? He's probably in the loft 6 hours a day. I
Right.
would suggest
After his
in that
regular
time.
life.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
funny. This
So,
this this man here, this man and Chris Clarebot are the same with the measurements of the feeding. They both say everyone's feeds way too much. And here's
I can
another
let the dog in.
while we wait for Ricky to come back, although Ricky can probably hear me. It's good on YouTube, it's
Yeah,
good
I
on
can hear you.
Facebook. The other thing, they are both super, super consistent on times. Like times. I mean, they don't let them out at 6:05 in the morning. They let them out at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. But that's not saying you could let them out at 8 in the morning, or you don't even let them out in the morning. But when you let them out, if it's the afternoon, let them out in the afternoon, or have somebody let them out at 10 in the morning, get them in. You know what I'm saying?
They just do it on the same schedule. They don't give a shit what time you work them on. It's just their schedule.
That's right.
What do we say?
That's right.
Congratulations to Carter Mayu for winning the Hoosier. Congratulations. Yeah, the Hoosier went today. They went to 300 and they backed them off to 355 miles. Let out what was about 1,650 birds. First birds were flying 1,500, so pretty easy race. Easy tailwind race. They got 20. I think they got 29 day birds. So congratulations for the birds that made it on the day. Again, I think looking at that race, that was a pretty much a walk in the park day. Look good, easy day. The birds got jumped from 220 to 350. So what would that have been? They got jumped about 130 miles.
30 miles.
Right. That's a pretty big jump. The last time they stretched out, the longest they had pretty much. Well, what I noticed in the birds that clocked today were a lot of the birds that on the last race 2 weeks ago, they were 6, 7 hours already on the wing. So I'll say one thing: if you're flying in at the Hoosier and they do jumps like that, you want to be shitty in the second last race, and then I think the layoff, a 2 week layoff for those pigeons. I don't know. I don't know why they lay them off so far. I guess they want to make it harder. But hey, at the end of the day,
So
29 pigeons gave it the high gear. All the rest of them, guess what they were? They didn't have the extra parts.
what were the yardage? What was the yardage?
They're doing just over 1,500, so pretty quick.
Oh yeah, 1,500. How many hours again? Sorry.
So I think they were just under. They were up at 10:30, and I think they were clocking at. I think they were about 7 hours.
Yeah, to me,
Pretty quick. I mean,
my opinion of that, those pigeons didn't even work.
No, but
so they're basically this is just a training flight. I mean, 29 pigeons. I hate to say.
Hold on. There was only 29 pigeons that had any condition to do that race. The trainer, he didn't condition them to do it.
But they didn't even work. They only flew 7 hours.
Hold on, my friend. If those birds had to hit 1,200 speeds today, there's no day birds today.
100%. What I'm saying is those pigeons didn't have 9-10 hours underneath their belt to work. Thank God they had a little bit of a cool day and a little bit of a tailwind. Other than that, those pigeons that came, they're garbage.
No. You're
Hate to
wrong.
say it.
You're wrong on
They're
that.
lucky
No,
garbage. That's all I'm
no.
saying.
The pigeons that came could hold the best condition. Hold on. But the training system of those pigeons, the system that the pigeons were trained on, the pigeons were not in condition to do that. That's what you see there. Those pigeons that did it, they held the max condition that could be held. And unfortunately, I
I
think
understand what you're saying.
what I'm saying was it's pretty lucky that God came down and blessed them with a good strong tailwind
Yeah.
to get them home. Because if it was the 1200s, they would have been doing the Terry Fox run in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Slow and steady all day long, no bird loads.
100%. Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
just saying. I'm just
okay.
saying
So
when you're
I,
dumping $1,000 of bird into a race, when you're dumping it in, right? When you're dumping it in,
yeah,
you're dumping it in. I'm sorry to say, but give me some goddamn conditioning on the pigeons so they come.
now I hate to say this to you, Ryan, but I'd like to have the fellow that's managing the Hoosier race to come in and on this discussion, and let's discuss this on his training, what was going on, because I think that's pretty poor for with that speed, which with a bunch of pigeons that have only that in the day. That tells me there's a lot of other birds
What?
that, in a proper training method, should have conquered that like nothing. So
150.
I would say,
Well,
yeah, I'd have to, I get, I said those pigeons are shit, but you know what? They only flew 7 hours, so that's
no,
nothing. Let's see them fly 9, 10 hours, but they
no,
can't do that there, okay?
hold on.
Because they can't fly them backwards, right?
You're not
It's all
thinking about
tailwind.
what you're saying. Did the pigeons put themselves in the basket and train them? Did the pigeons do that? Did the pigeons load their asses in the truck every day and go to work? Did they do that? Did the pigeons load themselves? No, they didn't. It's the people running it. Not knocking them, but they took a slower approach. They're very lucky
Right.
today. And you know what? There was 29 pigeons that held somewhat a condition to come. That's very good for those pigeons. I'm just saying, boy, we're putting a lot of money out. A lot of money out for what? You're flying 1500s
But
and you can't get out of 1600 pigeons, you can't get 10% of the birds home on the day. Anyways, moving on. Someone brought up the Hoosier, so I brought
you
it
know,
up.
I'm just saying that those birds that came in that time with that kind of, guess what? They did, those 29 pigeons didn't even prove to me
No,
what it's all about.
well,
There's no work.
wait. They proved that with almost no work, they could do it. But there's not even 1% of the birds that could do it on that system of no work. That's it. That's all. It's not a big deal. Hopefully, they look at it and revamp it and fix it up a bit. Anyways, that's up to them. I couldn't care, but I do want to give credit to that bird that could do it with absolutely no work, because that was something. Mike Vanderyak says, many I talk to in Ontario only worry about things like medication and road training. Yes, Mike, because they have no, in North America, listen, North America, it's how far can you drive your car? How many times can you train them? What drugs are you putting in the water? That's all it is. And it's a very flat, boring conversation. Because to be quite honest, you can't get proper medication in Canada anyways. You're just feeding them chicken and turkey stuff, right? Or you're smuggling it in from Jed's or whatever, but that's not right. And then it's just training and darkening. And then if you ask most of the people, none of them are on a real solid system, but that's okay. What did Will say? Someone said the Hoosier had a bad race. Yeah, it was a race. Mike Vaniak says, the old Belgian told me not to feed with a spoon, feed with a fork. Feed with a fork, remove the middle two lines. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I never heard of the
He's
fork, but
right.
yeah.
No. He's just saying, uh, have the birds on a lean diet so they respect their feed.
Now,
Make
okay.
sure there's no feed left when you're feeding.
So Donnie Crate says they didn't go up till 10:30, and Mike Parrish said they had an 8-mile-an-hour tailwind, and it was getting dark. Well, I think that's a fucking excuse. They let them up at 10:30. What time did the first birds come? I seen this same race last year fly 1800s, and I think they put 700 birds in the first hour. They put 700 birds in the first hour. So, and I wonder if he trained them into the evening. Whatever way we want to cut it, I'm not knocking the pigeons, but I will say this, Johnny, and I think you could be right. They let them up at 10:30. Something wasn't right at 10:30. Maybe they should have held them to the next day. That's step one. Step two, did they train them hard enough? Did they train them enough? Step three, why in the world were birds flying 1,500 and he only got 29 on the day out of 1,600? That scratches my head.
Ooh,
Could have been a
ooh,
fal-
holy jumping.
could have been a
Oh,
falcon. What I'm thinking is, what
something
I'm thinking is,
smells. Oh,
what I'm thinking is, no, what I'm thinking is, I don't think they were properly prepared, but that's just me. I looked there, they had a beautiful barbecue going. They had an open bar. You know, they had a TV screen with the mixed drinks that you could get. That means they were ready for the party. The party was ready. Was ready. You got to have the birds ready for the party and the party ready for the birds. If you have all that
so
together, then
hold
it
on.
works.
They got
What?
29 day birds out of that group.
Out of 1,600.
Ooh.
No,
All I want to do is, I hate to, you
I
got
just
me
think
on
they got to
screen
work
right
on them.
now, right? You got me on screen.
Yep.
You got me. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you.
No, I don't know. I think it's unusual, but it is what
Yeah,
it is.
you know.
This is a whole year of fun-filled racing. Okay, anyways, let's get off the Hoosier because it doesn't interest me. What else were we gonna say? Congratulations.
You
Yes,
know,
yes, yes.
I think I think. Okay, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I think a good conversation would be, how do you? Uh, Old birds is over. Breeding's over. Young birds is over. How do you uh, now maintain your birds for next year?
How do you
That's
make
a good topic.
And it is a good topic. I think
Very good topic. And believe it or not, I believe that races and even breeding can be screwed up from, let's say, the middle of September till next year, because of people just dump feed, they feed crap feed, they have no regulation on what they're doing with their birds. They just dump it and walk out. Say, oh well, okay, old birds over. Yeah, okay. I'm going to start you guys up, March or April or whatever it's going to be, and they just lose. They lose right there. And a person that is focused will
well,
regulate that.
it was
He'll keep a close watch, concentration right through the whole fall, late summer, whole fall, winter, spring, and then we go right into the next season.
Well, when I was at Chris's, and I haven't shown the video because it's not ready to be posted. Maybe we'll post it when we do Chris's auction. But
Right?
his widowhood cocks from young birds that he moved into the widowhood loft. He's got them now. That only now they only eat now in boxes, and they have to eat in boxes. And multiple times a week, he still plays with them. He still plays with them. And he said I could shut the boxes and let them live on the outside of the box. I could do that. He says I don't have to clean the box. I don't have to do any of that. You can get them to eat on the floor. But he says no, no, no. He says I have 120 days or 90 days to get them dominating their area, to owning their land. And you could see the focus that he has on that, And I said, well, you feed them every day, the cocks. Yeah, he says they get 15 grams in the morning, and they get 15 gram or 20 grams in the evening, and that's what he feeds them. And he feeds that the same with his young birds. And I said to him, well, when you let for instance, when you let your youngsters in, how do you feed them on the floor? He says, yeah, I give them the mix on the floor, one line on the floor. And I said, well, what happens for the young birds that eat quicker? And he says, well, I grew up with 8 brothers and sisters. He says, when my mom put food on the table, the food was gone in about a minute. We took what we needed, and we didn't lollygag around.
Excuse me.
And he says, I don't waver off the measuring, only when I get down to the last 2 days of racing. Depends on the weather, pretends on this, pretends on that. And when I was talking with Chris Clarebot, he said exactly the same thing to me. He said, I've got people here that I fly with, people from another country that move here to Belgium to fly, and they got big money, right? They got money, he says. They got pigeon lofts. They got it all. They got the best feed. He says you go and handle their pigeons, you got them beat every single week before your birds even go on the truck. They're all overfed. All overfed. All overfed. He says a pigeon has to run almost on empty.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And I brought up the subject for, taking care of the birds from September till March, April, starting to fly. A lot of guys just dump the corn in, dump the whatever in, dump and walk away. So exactly what you're saying is those guys, they play with the pigeons all winter. Every day they play with the pigeon all winter. That pigeon is an athlete.
Yeah.
All year round.
And I think it's just
you think that a professional football player, basketball player, soccer player, tennis player, baseball player, all the rest of them. Do you think once the season's over, they just go home and start eating deep fried chicken, bread and all this stuff? No, they got to regulate themselves to perform for the next year, to perform. And we don't do that here.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of pigeon flyers here in this country, Canada, they lose the races in the winter.
Wow. Yeah. It's totally different. We got some comments here. K-Man, the pigeons were up at 10:30, and the first birds clocked at 5 p.m. Okay. Michael Peeler said they had a leaf spring broke on the trailer at 1 a.m. and couldn't get it fixed until 7:30. Ricky, you drove trucks and trailers. Leaf spring breaks. Can a trailer go down the road or is it fucked? What do you think?
At 1 o'clock in the morning, you blow a leaf spring, you're done.
Okay, so we couldn't get the leaf spring fixed till 7:30, and
I don't even
what
think they can get it fixed at 7:30 in the morning, my friend.
what I want.
I
This
don't
is what
think
I.
so.
This
You
is what
think
I.
there's
This
going to
is
be a spring shop?
this is what I'm
Do you
thinking.
think you're up there? How far away up there were they?
I don't know,
How
Chicago.
far?
I don't know. They were at one.
I
Well,
don't know. How were they 2 or 3 hours up the road?
well, the
And
leaf.
all of a sudden at 7:30 in the morning, you got the thing fixed?
I don't
So
know.
you mean the leaf spring guy, he's like working 24 hours a day. He's ready for you to fix it at 7. Just bang, it's fixed.
I don't know. Well, we never
There's
had
no
that.
there's no way, man.
Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Let's we try and read between the lines here. Come on, that's all we're trying to do. So the leaf spring broke at 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning, they were at 350 miles away. Uh, they didn't get to 372 miles. That's where they were supposed to go. So it broke down but wait, this doesn't make any sense. The leaf springs broke at 350 miles, but they let them out at 10 a.m. because they got the leaf springs fixed at 7. So the leaf springs did not break. At, the leaf springs couldn't have, they weren't at 350 miles when the leaf springs broke. They drove.
Okay. Hold on. Stop.
I don't need to analyze this anymore.
Who's the truck driver? Who is the truck driver here on our scene? The real truck driver. Is that Mike Peebler?
No, we're just reading what people are writing. I don't care, really.
Yeah, but
They
what
had
I'm
at least,
saying is through experience, you just can't break a leaf spring at 1 o'clock in the morning and have the damn thing fixed at 7:30 in the morning. It don't work like that.
I'm wondering.
Who's the truck driver on our show again? Mike Peebler?
No, nobody's a truck driver. You're the closest truck driver on this show. Where's Mike Green?
No, what I'm
We need
saying
Mike
is
Green. Where's
we
Mike
have
Green?
a person. We hold on, stop.
Green.
We have a
We need
person
Mike Green.
on our Mike
Where's Mike?
Green. Mike
Where's
Green,
Mike?
if he's on, let Mike Green answer that question. He's probably the same truck driver I was, but there's no way you can't friggin' get a leaf spring fixed in the middle of the night. Call a guy up and say a leaf spring's gone. Oh yeah, I'll have it fixed by 7:30 in the morning. That don't work.
Okay.
I've
So
been around long enough. I know that
what?
shit, man.
Okay. So why don't we just say this? Here's my question. They got paid over $1 million, $1 million, right? Wouldn't you not think about getting the trailer serviced?
I gotta let the dog in.
Would we not have the trailer serviced before the final race? And again, I'm still not complaining about
Yeah,
the
but
10. I'm
hold
still
on a
not
minute. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go on their defense. You can't predict when a leaf spring breaks. You can't do that. And the other thing too is, excuse me, but the trailer probably has 2 or 3 leaf springs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, they're not hauling like 10, 20 ton on that trailer. So if one breaks, how would he know it broke? I've drove a truck before, Mack truck, with 2 broken leaf springs in the front of it, at the front end. I drove it for months without fixing it. I took grease, so the MTO, we call it MTO, didn't catch me. I put grease on those leaf springs, so when they looked, they couldn't see it was broke.
My
So you could
question,
drive them.
my
And
question,
he's not hauling. All he's hauling is pigeons, man. It's like half a ton of weight.
so what my question to you was,
Okay.
would one leaf spring make you stop driving the birds?
No way.
Okay,
And
so
how would he even know it? He won't even know it. I'm telling you the truth. He's probably got 2 or 3 leaf springs. If one breaks, he won't know it. He will not even feel that. With that load, he's only got a 1/4 ton of load on there. Nothing.
And Mike,
Has he got a tandem axle on that thing?
it's a tandem, yeah.
Tandem. He won't even know it. I've been around long enough. He will not know it unless the whole goddamn leaf springs fell down and everything fell down. Then he's going to know it. But I've been around a while. I know it. Ask Mike there.
Mike
Parrish.
Green. Mike Green. It's Mike Green for the
Mike
15th
Green.
time. It's Mike fucking Green. Let's get it right here. God damn
Okay,
it.
get Mike Green
Okay,
on here.
Mike Van
Mike Green will tell you.
Okay, well, we gotta wait for Mike Green. He's just, could you let the guy respond? Unbelievable.
I'm going to go out there and let the dog out.
Holy Christ. See what I have to go through. Mike, my birds are currently on a molting mix, 1 ounce per bird of feed once a day. Okay? Now, Mike, do you feed that in the morning or at night? Ryan, did you go to the market yet? Market's only open in the spring. When I move yearlings into the widowhood loft after the races, I let them raise a summer youngster to bond them, yes. It takes me 5 minutes to make them in the widowhood team. No fights or confusion. Well, Mike, you're almost perfect. Where are you now? I'm in Belgium. I am going to be heading to Emile Denny's tomorrow. I got Emile Denny's tomorrow. Then we go to Luc Vandenplas. And then on Wednesday or Thursday, we do Pot and Lanen. And, oh shit. I might be at Jan Hoyman's on Thursday as well.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back about that leaf spring thing.
So can I just read?
You know what? You're better off to make an excuse. The wheels fell off the truck.
Can I just read the next comment before you continue on your rant? Mike Parrish now says they were in Tennessee.
No, I'm just saying, don't give me that bullshit.
So let's read what Mike Parrish said, because Mike Parrish, I either read their message board or he's reporting. So they were in Tennessee, and that's where they got it fixed, so they could get off the road, and it has to stay. Oh, it has to stay there. So what we're saying was something. It wasn't one leaf spring. It was bad the whole way. It had to have been, because they left the trailer there. They let the birds go there. Now, in my opinion of this, and K-Man says they did what they did to have to get the truck fixed. Yes, they did. They did what they did. They got the truck fixed. That's good. So I wouldn't complain about the 10:30 release. I wouldn't complain about that. And maybe if they did, if people are complaining, they should have held the birds, got the truck fixed, and then when the truck was fixed, take the birds and continue on. We don't have to worry about the party. The party's going to still be there. The people ain't going to leave. People aren't leaving. And if the people do leave, then the way I look at it is, they're just not serious enough. They're not crazy enough to stay there a little longer. I know they have work and they have kids and they have other responsibilities, but hey, it is what it is. They let the birds out, and again, they let the birds out at 10:30 in the morning. That's great. Get them out. And they let them out from where they were fixing the truck. Great, good. The birds still flew 1,599 yards, meters, kilometers, whatever they flew. It was a good, easy day. It was a good, easy day.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of money is this race putting out?
They paid $1 million today.
No. And they're running a truck where the friggin' leaf springs break off the truck. Like, come on. I don't believe that shit. I do not believe that
Frank,
shit. You're hauling a quarter ton of feathers down the road. Not even. Maybe 3/4 on a tandem axle trailer, and the trailer falls apart. With that kind of payout, you should have a brand new friggin' truck every year or have it in shape. To me, that there is a sick story.
what I just said to you was this.
I'm just, ask Mike there. He knows. Come on, man.
What I'm saying is,
That's sick.
right.
Shame on you, boys.
Well, I'm just saying, for that type of money, you can't. You know what? You can just.
You don't run a shitbox trailer down the road, man. Get a new trailer every year. How old is that trailer? The race is only run 5 years. How old? Get a new trailer. You're going to break down quarter ton of pigeons on there? Forget it. You got that's shit. Get a new trailer.
The winner was from Omaha, Nebraska.
If you're listening, get a new trailer.
That's what I said. They did say they would have to leave the trailer to have it fixed. They was in their statement. Okay, well, that was in their statement. But again, as I said, guys, everybody that put birds in, I don't know, 800 lofts, you all basically gave the race $1 million extra for running it. And I think the pigeons should be delivered to the race point. The pigeons should be at the point that they say they're going to make it to, come hell or high water. They should have a backup trailer following it in case this happens, and just take the baskets off or switch trailers. But really, in reality, the birds can make it there. You guys
want to know something? Excuse me, but now if I'm going to go in that race, I want to see a certificate on that trailer. I want to see the age of that trailer. I want to see the age of the driver. Make sure next year he's going to have a heart problem or an aneurysm of the brain. I want to see the condition of the driver, physical condition. I want to see the trailer, the year of the trailer. I want to see that shit. I want to see the tires, the rubber on the tires.
So Wayne says the tire was rubbing on the fender, was peeling off down to the wire. So we got multiple. You know what I'm thinking? What type of trailer are they running?
It's $1 million race. I think we should get the guy from the Hoosier to come on the show and explain himself, because this is all like bullshit on this. Let's get the real stuff. What's his name again? Jim something?
Jim Ward. Okay, let me get to
Jim Ward. Let's get Jim Ward on there. I'm sure he's heard about this show. And let's find out about this damn trailer. You got bad tires, bad springs, rubbing against shit. And your driver's probably got a heart condition. And, come on, man. What's next year? And the trailer could burn up next year.
Well, they were lucky.
Could burn up.
When they did. Hold on. Mike Vandriak says, at this time of year, I generally feed at about 10 a.m. Okay, Mike's only feeding once a day now at 10 a.m. Mike, have you tried maybe feeding him twice a day, but taking the ounce of feed and dividing it into half? I just wanted to throw that out there. See what you think of that. Donnie says they didn't
Okay, just hold on. Hold on. I got a statement to make. Mike, thank you very much for taking me down my high road over there with that trailer shit and coming back to regular pigeon flying. Let's go.
Hold on. But Donnie does say this. They didn't get the parts and service until 7:30 in the morning. I don't know. You know what I say? I say it's hard to get parts and service at 7:30 in the morning. I would have sooner just bought a new trailer with all the money they make. After every couple of years, just donate the old trailer to a club and combine. I don't know, Donnie. You
You
know
know
what I
what?
can
Guess
say.
get
Sounds to me like
parts. You can't get parts overnight today.
maybe you
You
can.
can't get them overnight. You can't get them in the next day. I had some problems here with my furnace. I said, oh, it's going to be a week to get the parts. You know, you think you can call a guy up at 1 o'clock in the morning and say, I think, and first of all, you're not a spring man or whatever. You'll say, I got a problem here with this thing. I don't know. The guy's going to say 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. You think he's going to even answer his phone? I'm sorry, but come on, man. It's not, we don't open up till 9 in the morning. Okay, hello, I got a problem here. I think I got a problem. What's your problem?
Can I
Well, I
move?
think the
Okay,
nuts
can I?
are loose
Okay.
on the steering
Oh
wheel.
my fucking
Oh,
god!
well,
Can you stop now? We've had enough.
let's get back to Mike
I had enough.
Vanderyak.
I
Let's get
know, but
off this shit.
everything you do is got to be a fucking story, and it's really long. So enough. Greetings from
It's not
Wisconsin,
a
Brian.
story. It's bullshit, man.
Don't blow a valve, Ricky. Don't blow a valve. No, we're not gonna blow a valve.
I'm not blowing
I
a
think
valve. I'm
I
just
think
telling you, I've been around long enough. It's
I
bullshit.
think I think what we're trying to say is when you guys participate in such a prestigious race that's supposed to be, and I know bad things happen. I know that. There's just little things I see here that it's still a bloody cow train. It's no different. Hey, it's no different than any other race. It's just big money that's run the same poor way. I hate to say it. Big money run poorly. That's me. Anyways, Ricky, let me see a pigeon. I want to see a pigeon.
Okay, so I brought birds in from two
Just,
different lots.
bring me one from Hungary. Read me the last 3 digits.
Okay.
And again, guys, we're having some fun tonight. We're gonna see. We're gonna let Ricky show the birds.
Okay, I can't bring it in. I got a sore ankle.
It drives me nuts, guys. He drives me nuts. We're gonna rotate the camera over to him. Let's see how he does showing the bird in the camera here today. I don't know what bird he's gonna bring in. I'm not even gonna throw it up on the screen. I will. These were some of Ricky's favorite picks, and he's in Hungary right now. Zolt Pinter, the superstar of Hungary. I mean, this guy wins in Hungary. He's a winning machine. He spent a lot of money on pigeons. A lot of money on pigeons. Let's see what he brings in. And again, we're going to be on for just a little bit more. We're going to show a couple birds. I knew people were going to talk about the Hoosier today. But again, I think congratulations to the winning birds. That's all I can say about that one. And yeah, I guess, I don't know. He's out and about. There he is. There he is. The one and only Ricky Seven.
I got to take my sunglasses off. The light in here is very strong. This pigeon here.
Can you just give me the number first? The last 3 digits of the pigeon?
I got to put my glasses on here. Sorry, folks. God, what a gorgeous pigeon. 450.
450. 450. Yeah, blue-pied cock. Grandson
Yep.
of Max. Let's see him. Look at this cockbird. Now, isn't he a nice-looking pigeon?
Oh, and I'm going to tell you right now, the muscle on this bird, it's incredible, especially a bird that's been in quarantine, not loft flying, like zero, right? The vibration is totally incredible. Tight, very tight. Can you see the vibration there now?
Yeah. Now let me just
take a look.
Let me do a little bit of chit chat in here. This pigeon is Peter Vandermeer. You can hold him up in the camera, Ricky. He's a Peter Vandermeer and Stephen Bremen pigeon. But the half brother of this pigeon, second 800 pigeons, a third versus 1,200 pigeons, a third versus 1,800 pigeons, a seventh versus 3,000 pigeons, a 10th versus 2,000 pigeons, a 12th versus 1,100 pigeons. Okay, it's the blood is winning. It's full of winning pigeons. Go and take a look at the pedigree. Hold them back just a little bit. Bring them more towards you. Back, back, back. Good job. Now put your finger just here so he sees his face there. So we see his face. Turn his head a bit. Nice,
Take
smart.
a look at the vibration.
Yeah. Now, guys, I look at a pigeon like this. Every auction, we have different price points. Okay? Different price points of pigeons. I know you guys think, well, what's Hungary? Right? What's Hungary? For North Americans, you can get some real good pigeons here at a real steal. They're still flying 3,000 to 4,000 pigeons, 2,000 pigeons. Okay? Zolt Pinter, he's a smart pigeon man. He went to Peter Vandermeer. He buys expensive pigeons. He's bought in direct children from Vandenbulk. He's bought directs. Super pigeons. But let me see some of the comments. Ricky, hold the bird back towards you again, and then turn the wing the other way so we see the other wing on the pigeon. Hold it up so you put the wing towards the ceiling. Wing towards the ceiling. Nope. Yeah, but turn the bird the other way. Wing towards the ceiling. Turn the bird around. There you go. Turn him, turn him, turn him.
There you go.
Nice wing on him, eh? Let's read the comments.
The vibration, and I'm going to tell you, the muscle on this bird, incredible. The back, as you can see, very nice back. Vent bones, very strong. Muscle again, very nice. Vibration,
and
super nice bird.
I look at the pigeon here. Are you ready? Are you ready, Ricky? That pigeon doesn't have a bit on it. Not one bit on it.
Wow.
Isn't that mind-boggling to you? That mind boggles me. But hey, you know what? The pigeons have to speak, and it has to say something to you. But I don't think, and I asked Richard to go into the loft today, not knowing pedigrees, not knowing pigeons, pick out your favorite birds from Hungary and pick out your favorite pigeons from Belgium.
Yeah.
So there's your first one. I'm going to read some of the comments here. Robert Daughtry says they flew 350.
Now, if you can see, take a look at the flights here. You see those waves in the flights, the flight feathers?
Yeah.
Top-notch condition.
Okay, let me just read the comments here. Robert Daughtry says they flew 350 miles in 6.5 hours. Yeah, it was an easy race. I love Ricky. He makes the show fun and he speaks the truth. Well, of course. And this is, I think, exactly what Richard said was, there's a lot of bullshit on this Hoosier race right here, how they ran it. It's just a bunch of Mickey Mouse. It's just Mickey Mouse still, and it's got to get better. They should have a car trailer that holds some weight. Yeah, that's right. Mike Vandriak says, there are pics, and a full explanation on Wind Companion. Mike Vandriak, Mike, I'm going to ask you a question, Mike, you sound like you got your nose up Jim Ward's butt, the Hoosier's ass. I'm not looking for an explanation. I'm not looking for horse shit. What I'm looking for is for the people who paid the money to go to 372 miles, that those pigeons get to 372 miles, and you know what? You let them up at whatever time you want to let them up, but you get them to there. And if you can't get them to there on that day, you tell the people we're going to hold them for the next day until we get this shit fixed. And by the way, here's the bottom line. When was the last time the trailer was looked at and maintained properly? Because I'm going to tell you, that problem there, chitty chitty bang bang, that just didn't happen in 15 minutes or in 6 hours of driving. There was a problem. And I think what it is the race don't want to put money into the product, and that's into the trailer. Hold on.
Wait,
hold on.
can I take this bird and put it back out?
Yeah, put them back out. Bring me out another one, Ricky. Um, grab another bird.
Okay, this trailer shit. I don't believe that shit. I have a trailer myself.
I believe.
I took it 2 times to Arizona. No, I took it to Texas. I
Richard,
took it
can we just
6 times to
can
New
we just
Brunswick.
can we just stop? Can we? The trailer wasn't maintained. That's what we're saying here.
Or unless
Okay.
they bought a shitbox trailer with bad springs and bad shit.
Okay.
Okay, you bought a shitbox.
Get it. Get the next bird. Get the next bird. Get going. Gabe says, I seen the pictures of the trailer and at the race. It was pretty bad. Okay, pretty bad. I don't. What did they? Maybe they hit something. Did they hit something? I don't know. They are going down the interstate, potholes, tires, trucks, parts everywhere. I pull my camper, hit stuff all the time. Okay, hold on a second here. What we're hearing on this, all I'm saying is the birds should be at the spot. You people paid for it. And actually, I don't care. They let them out at 350 miles. The birds may not have even come at 372 miles. Can you not? Let's get rid of the trailer. Let's forget the trailer. The trailer was perfect. The trailer did a perfect job. How did the birds come? That's the question. How did 1,690 birds or 1,650 birds or 1,627 birds come? How did they come? That's the question. The speed was lightning fast. They were good. They were quick. And 29 birds came. There's a bigger problem than the trailer. At race, what race we at? At race 4? Was that race 4? At race 4. At race 4. That's what we're saying here. The trailer was perfect. I don't need to hear about the trailer and 10 o'clock release. I don't need to hear any of that shit. It's just noise. Is that why the birds came like crap? Because the trailer broke down? And if that's the excuse, then the birds should have been held, fix the trailer, take the birds to the release point, and then release them the next day. We're just talking here. I don't care about the trailer. The trailer is
Hey, Brian,
what?
you can't complain about the trailer anymore. These guys are pigeon flyers. They're not trailer buyers. So when they went to buy the trailer, they went and bought a shitbox trailer and they didn't even know it. They're pigeon flyers. They went and bought a friggin' shitbox trailer with bad
Okay.
springs, bad
Oh my
wheels,
God.
bad shit.
Richard, enough. At the end of the day, I just said it. Did the trailer make the birds come home so poorly? No, they didn't. So, anyways, Wayne says, oh, wow. Oh, Donnie, no, sorry, here, hold on, let's see. Donnie Craig says, getting back to Ricky was saying about playing with your pigeons after the season is over, I think most flyers shut their birds down and feed a light mix, like barley mainly, because of the hawk. So there's no reason to fly your birds off season, starting up again 6 weeks before. Yeah, I think that's good. I think what we say by playing with the pigeons though is you're still spending time in your loft. Light mix is good. I think a nice light mix to keep the weight off them. And 6 weeks, I think if you can start them up 8 to 12 weeks before, I think is better. I know hawks are bad. Wayne says we bought a brand new trailer, a brand new '89 crate trailer for our race series, and we are ready for 2024. Good job. Premier says 50 miles. Talking about the Hoosier. Yeah, we're only talking about 50 miles. Thank God they didn't go the extra 50 miles because they were wobbling pretty hard today. Only one place builds these race trailers in the U.S., and it's in North Carolina. Okay. I was going to go there, but I haven't. Make
Hey,
sure Rick.
guess what? Can I say something? Can I say something about the Hoosier?
No. What's the next
Okay,
bird you got?
surprise.
Yeah.
The band number is Belgium 5037892.
You couldn't. You could,
Oh, you
eight.
want another one
No, you got it. That's
from
fine.
Yost?
No, it's okay. 892. You said 892. Okay, so this is a Stefan Steenberg pigeon. We met him at the Olympiad. This is your lot number 4. This is direct from Super Walter and Linda, first national KDBD La Souterrain champion winning bloodlines. The sire is Super Walt from 2017, Super Walt Jr., brother to fourth national. Hey, listen, this pigeon again, another one loaded. What do you think of this? What do you think of this cockbird, Ricky?
Again, the vibration, the muscle,
Stand
the
up.
vents, the back,
Just stand up.
everything. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, that way you hold.
The everything, yeah. The back, the vibration. Take a look at the vibration in this bird. Incredible. The muscle in the front. Take a look at the front.
Yeah.
Like
He's a beauty.
perfect.
He's a beauty.
Very hard for me, the birds are so nice. It's very hard to say, hey, the tail, spoon
Everything.
tail, vents tight, character.
And he's just finishing
Very
up.
nice bird.
Just finishing up. He's a super nice pigeon. Again, the very best from Stefan. Guys, Stefan doesn't sell pigeons on auction. He did about 8 years ago or 10 years ago on Pipa one time. He doesn't do it. He doesn't have to do it. When I was at his place, the Chinese come crazy for this man's birds. He's won one Loft races. A big name in the U.S. is after his pigeons. Mike Ganesh, you guys have heard of it. There you go. Nice wing on the pigeon. Feathers are nice. Quality.
Molted out. The feathers look like they've been painted on. Vibration. Even though I'm stretching the bird's wing, he's still vibrating. You see him?
Yeah. All right.
The motor on this bird, incredible.
And there you have it. Now, Richard, while we're looking at this pigeon, guys, you take a look. The current bid is 350 Canadian dollars. Guys, Stefan Steenberg, what I want you to do is contact them and ask them to buy this exact pigeon and see what your price gets. Now, Michael Peebler says, I think today Robbie Taylor won first and 19th, if I'm not wrong. Congrats. Yes, congratulations to Robbie Taylor. He was first at the Big Andy race. Now, again, I'm not here to knock races because you know what? Knocking is not a good thing to do. Knocking is weird, but I will say this, and Ricky, you're holding that bird up. Ricky, do you think in southern Ontario today, pigeons could fly 1,500 speeds today? Do you think that's really possible? Because in Niagara Falls, they flew 300 miles today, and they were flying 1,200. Do you think in your area where you are, do you think today you could hit 1,500?
Well, it sounds like you're trying to put the words in my mouth, but I don't take that kind of shit, Ryan, because they had a shoulder headwind.
Now, hold on. Now, what I don't understand is I got to give Robbie Taylor congratulations because he won the Big Andy 230-mile race today, and they were flying 1,500 speeds. And Rick Fife, he could only muster up a measly 1,200. So do you know what I'm thinking? One of the two, right? One of the two are razzle-dazzling. And you know who? You know what I'm thinking? You people go and look at the results. They're on the same line. And please don't tell me They're 50 miles different. The wind was different. No. We checked the wind on that one as well. But I do think congratulations to Robbie. I don't know how far the birds went, but congratulations on that one. A win is a win. Isn't that what they say, Ricky? A win is a win.
My question is how fast did that bird trap from the time it arrived?
Well, I don't know. They trapped. I don't know. All you do is look at the clock. I don't know. How can I tell? I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'd like to see how did that bird circle 3 times, 4 times? Did it zoom in on the board? I'd like to excuse me, but that tells me about the race.
I'm not really too sure.
Okay.
I don't.
Did the
I don't
bird?
know.
How did the bird track from that distance?
Ricky, all I can tell you is this: at 230 fucking miles, when the pigeons at that race, at Big Andy's race, have been sucking ass, been losing them, they've been crawling, walking, chitty bang banging, they've been dog shitting all year. Dog shitting. Okay? We dog shit the whole season. That's dog shit there in black and white. And let me tell you something. If Rick Fife can only hit 1,200, dog shit can't hit 1,500. But dog shit can hit 1,500 if dog shit's just down the road.
Yeah, 100%.
And anyways, Mike, I think 220 miles. 220 miles for Big Andy. I don't know. I'm not saying it's dog shit, but I'm saying something don't look right to me. But hey, what do I know? The wheels on the bus, they still go round and round. Look at that pigeon. Moving on, Ricky. Grab me another one. You're doing good tonight. You're showing them good. That pigeon looks awesome. I'd buy that pigeon in a second, man. Remember when we met him? Remember when we met him in Poznan?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was a ex-soccer player.
Yeah, super guy. Let's bring this around. We'll bring this over to me here. And again, guys, we're only having fun. We're talking pigeons. I didn't even want to bring up the Canadian races today. I didn't bring it up. It got brought up, but you asked me my opinion on it. There was my opinion. Hey, I got to give a special congratulations to Harry Paul. Harry Paul was second ace pigeon in the Niagara Peninsula race. Down from the Munich blood, Feathers Elite blood. Very good. Franco Basiglia was third. I'm probably going to gamble on that one that there was a little bit of Feathers Elite blood in that one. So congratulations on that. But what can I say? Ricky's coming back in, and we will look at the comments. As we wait for Ricky. Hopefully that he doesn't blow a crock. But again, guys, check out the Stefan Steenberg Loft Tour. We tried to get to Hungary, but we couldn't get there. It just got all screwed up. Guys, if you're seeing the lot photos or lot videos and you see the birds are a little bit molting, it was just when I did them. So my apologies. Trust me, they look a hell of a lot cleaner now. Just one of those things. As we wait here for good old Ricky 7, I will double up the camera so we can get him back here.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, it's funny because the last bird that we looked at.
Always remember, when you're taking a trailer out, you got that hub in the axle. Grease the damn thing. Check the wheel nuts. Make sure they're tight. Okay?
Yeah.
Make sure your driver's healthy.
All right, what do you got next?
Make sure your loft don't burn down. Get fire insurance on it.
Go ahead.
So here's one. I'm going to give you the number. 699 446.
Six nine nine 446. All right, stand up, Ricky.
That's a Zolt bird.
Yeah.
Very nice bird.
This is a Grizzle Vandenbalk, half brother of
Whoop.
Amanda. Second versus 1500, second versus 1300, second versus 900, second versus 800, third versus 2400, fourth versus 1600, seventh versus 600, seventh versus 60 or 630. And it was Olympic pigeon in 2022 and second national ace in 2021. It's a half brother of Amanda. What do you think of the pigeon, Ricky?
That's why I just went, hey, I like that. Boom. Picked it up. Great back.